the last matchup of the round of 16. It is familiar foes as they played against each other in the Nations League. Portugal taking on Switzerland. I don't know about this game. This can go either way. Switzerland, a very good and underrated team. Portugal, they have all the talent. They have great players. But this is a tough matchup for Portugal, because Switzerland are a very good defensive team. Let's get into the preview and prediction. Remember to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new around here. Let me know your predictions in the comment section down below. Let's get into the video. So, Portugal with Fernando Santos, the dinosaur. I mean, it's been good performances. I don't think I've been super impressed where I'm like, wow, Portugal are going to win the World Cup, but they're just doing good and good and good. And you got to give credit to Bruno Fernandes. He has been excellent with this team in the last two matchups, except for obviously against South Korea. Where South Korea, you know what, I don't even look into that game against South Korea for Portugal because they arrested so many players and maybe they just want Uruguay to go out as well. Who knows? The key for Portugal is the midfield. You have to get it right with the choices, whether it's Vitinha, Bruno Fernandes, Bernardo Silva, William Carvalho. It has to, Palhinha. I want to see Palhinha get some minutes, but we know Fernando Santos loves William Carvalho. So, and also what about the fullbacks now? I think you really have to think about Dalot, who I think is a very good right back nowadays, and Cancelo at the left back position. I think Fernando Santos has to think like that, or maybe he will go with his favorites, Rafael Guerreiro. And look, this is a very tough matchup for Portugal because they just know how physical and they don't, like Switzerland don't have amazing talent, but they're just a good unit. And I think Portugal understand that. So they just got to be patient with their play. Are we going to see Rafael Leao get a start? Maybe not. Maybe he'll go back to his lineup that he did against Uruguay because that did very well. They created chances and eventually won the game. I just think about with Portugal is they do give up a lot of chances. And Switzerland have been very clinical at this year's World Cup, whether it's Mbolo, Shaqiri, Vargas. So that's what I'm a little bit worried about with this Portugal side. But no doubt, Portugal have all the talent and they have attacking talent that can score past this Swiss side. Because Switzerland, they made a lot of mistakes against Serbia. If you give mistakes and you give it to this Portuguese side, they will punish you for it as well. So, let's get into Switzerland. Yet again, everyone underestimates Switzerland, including me. And yet again, Switzerland made it out of the group and progressed to the round of 16. The last time they made it out of the round of 16 was in 1954, when the World Cup was being played in Switzerland. They have made it to 3 round of 16s since then in 94, 2006, 2014, and 2018. Look, this Swiss side, you just cannot underestimate them. They don't have a superstar. Their maybe most recognized player is Granit Xhaka, and he's had a very good season with Arsenal. But they are just a very good team in the sense that they work as a unit. They can play a very good defensive game. They can play good in transition. They're good in possession. They play such a multitude of ways. Muriyakin has done a very good job. The thing for Switzerland is, are you going to leave yourselves exposed at the back like you did against Serbia in the first half at least? I don't think they will. I think they understand the threat that Portugal have playing against them in the Nations League, and they're like, okay, if we're just going to give stupid mistakes, we're going to get punished as well. So I would expect that Switzerland go a little bit more defensive. Not so defensive like against Brazil, but enough so that when they have the ball, they're not deep in their own half. They get it, quick counterattacks with the likes of Mbolo, Vargas. Shaqiri, the guy doesn't have any pace anymore, but that pass he gave to Vargas for the third goal for Switzerland against Serbia was absolutely magnificent. So that's the sort of threat that Switzerland can have. Do they have the mental strength to get past the round of 16? They did it against France. Can they do it again against Portugal? Time will tell, but this side is very good. So this is a very tough one to predict because we know these teams are familiar with each other. They know their weaknesses, they know their strengths, and obviously Switzerland defeated Portugal last time 1-0, whereas Portugal defeated Switzerland 4-0 at home during the Nations League campaign. What's going to happen this time around? We see the momentum Switzerland are carrying. They're very good. Portugal, I don't think they're two-faced by the loss to South Korea. Ronaldo obviously playing in his last World Cup. Could this be his last international game? He will not allow that to happen. He will not allow that to happen. So, 50-50. Toss it up. I'm going 1-1. And it goes to penalties. And Portugal win on penalties. I have no clue how it's going to happen. But I just have a feeling that Portugal will just edge it slightly. This is This game and then Japan-Croatia are the toughest ones to call in my opinion because it can go either way, and both of these teams are very, very good in different ways. So people, let me know your predictions in the comment section down below. Who is the best player in each team? Let me know in the comments. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new around here. That is all of the round of 16 predictions, and of course for every single round of 16 match, we will be having live match reactions. So join me for that. Have a beautiful day, stay safe in this crazy world, and until next time, adios.